Men of the Northamptonshire Regiment on a routine patrol. Earlier in the day, I had left their camp along with a contingent of the Agent Protectorate levies whom they are there to support. When we got back to camp, I talked to some of the Northamptons.
It seems very quiet out there, Corporal. Has it always been like this?
Most of the while it is like this, yes. We do have the occasional trouble, which usually occurs at night.
What do you do about that?
At night time, well, we have duty platoons, like we man the walls. Sometimes we send out patrols if we get word of it beforehand.
Have you taken part in any fighting since you've been here?
No, not fighting. We've been out on ambush patrols and never had any luck doing it.
What do you actually do on an ambush patrol?
On an ambush patrol, you go out and lay an ambush and wait for the dissidents to come through it. See if they come through. I never have done yet, anyway.
What would you say your job is here, from a military point of view?
Well, military point of view, we defence the airstrip and also to stop the dissidents coming through firing on campus.
Now, where these dissidents come from? Who are they?
Well, they're from anywhere, any Arabs. Could be dissidents.
What do you think of them?
The Arabs, I like the Arabs, personally.
You don't mind if they shoot at you now and again?
Well, in fact, I laugh it up.
Do you get bored in the evenings, or do you find enough to do?
I usually find enough to do, me.
What sort of thing do you do in the evenings?
Well, mostly drinking.
Is there anything you miss particularly here?
Just the girl and the mum and dad, so.
Have you seen any action at all here or not?
Well, just one or two shots over camp, now and again.
How do you find life up here generally?
Well, I'd rather be back home.
Major, what does your company of the Northamptons do here?
Well, actually, we're up here and in support of the local ruler. And for the operational role here, I'm under the command of the Agent Protectorate levies.
And what form does this support sometimes take?
Well, it varies, mainly patrolling and the manning of observation posts on the frontier when we're ordered to.
Cara Radio says we've got a lot of tanks in the area. Is that true?
Well, if you've looked at the country, I ask you, no.
Not one?
Not one.
Tuesday is market day in Mekieras, and many of these men are from the Yemen and have come across the frontier to buy detergents and, if possible, rifles and ammunition. Most of the frontier can only be reached by air, and all supplies have to be flown up by Beverleys of 84 or twin Pioneers of 78 squadrons. The landing strip at Mekieras is 7,000 feet above sea level. Air support to our troops on the frontier is supplied by No. 8 Fighter Squadron, based on Aden.
What are the main problems here? I mean, I imagine heat is quite a difficulty, isn't it?
It is. It's particularly hot during the summer months.
Do you ever get shot at here yourself?
Oh, we get shot at, we get stones thrown at us. Quite a few things happen, actually.
What do you mean you get stones thrown at you?
Well, the odd farmer up country, when he hears the aircraft coming, his oxen usually bolt and he gets annoyed, and you can actually see them throwing stones at you.
If you have to bail out, what happens to you here?
Well, we have ejection seats in these aircraft. They're a very good ejection seat, Martin Baker. And we hope to get out of the hills to start us into the desert, where the helicopter, we call them choppers, of course, where they can come and pick us up. In these jackets, actually, we carry a radio beacon, which we can set up very easily, and the helicopter will home overhead and pick us out. We hope that'll work.
When you're flying over the hills here, do you ever get shot at?
We do occasionally, yes. The Arabs look on it as fun. They see an airplane flying overhead, so they just take a pot shot at it, just for the fun.
You feel it's sort of friendly action, do you?
Well, it's certainly not violent. It's just a game, like we go out shooting birds.
What are conditions like here?
Here on the station?
Yes.
Oh, they're as good as we can expect, I think. It's hot and sticky, and we have to drink a lot of fluid. And
Have you got any shortages?
we have, yes, beer and one other.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
In command of all forces in the Arabian Peninsula is Air Chief Marshal Sir Hubert Patch. I asked him how important strategically Aden is to us today.
Well, I think very important is our main base in southern Arabia, standing as it does on our main lifeline of oil to Western Europe and the Persian Gulf.
What is the job of the Army and Navy here?
Well, in Aden, mainly to fulfill our protectorate duties towards the Federation and to defend Aden colony itself.
What is our job in the protectorate?
Well, the job there is to maintain the Aden protectorate levies and support them with aircraft, to protect the frontiers from Yemen incursion, and to put down dissident risings which are instigated from across the border.